Very warm welcome, my dear Goenkans. In today's English class, we will learn about clause and its types. A clause is a group of words consisting of a subject and a predicate or a verb. For example, the sun rises in the east. It has the subject and also the predicate. Sun is the subject and rises in the east is the predicate. John kicked the ball. John is the subject and kicked the ball is the predicate. If either of the one, that is the subject or the predicate, is missing, the group of words may form a phrase instead. So it's important to note that a clause has a subject and a predicate. A clause can be a complete sentence or a part of the sentence. It is not important that a clause must be a complete sentence and convey a complete thought. Now, there are two types of clauses, independent clause and dependent clause. An independent clause is also called a main clause. It is a group of words that has a subject, predicate, and conveys a complete thought. It is not dependent on another clause to convey the complete message. It can stand alone as a complete sentence in itself because it has a subject which conveys the information about what the sentence is. Then it has action or predicate which gives information on what the subject is doing. Then it conveys a complete thought, that is, it gives information on what is happening in the sentence. So all these things which are present in an independent clause make it complete. Then we have dependent clause. A dependent clause is also called a subordinate clause. It is a group of words that also has a subject and a predicate. But a dependent clause cannot be a complete sentence as it cannot convey a complete thought or an idea because it has marker words and conjunctions. Marker words like because, like, after, before, since, in order to, although, whenever, while, and conjunctions like but, and, or, not, yet, etc. Right? So now let's look at the examples here. First, let's pay attention to the yellow part of the sentence. Here, I first saw her at the toy store. This sentence, I first saw, this part of the sentence, I first saw her at a toy store is a complete sentence. It can stand alone as a complete sentence and does not need this green part to be complete. While as this green part, where I worked as a staff member, is not complete. What happened? Where I worked as a staff member, the information about what happened there where I worked as a staff member is not given in the sentence. Hence, the thought is incomplete. Second example, Sarah is very active. It can be a complete sentence as well. Sarah is very active. Because she exercises daily is incomplete. Why is she, who is active? Sarah is active. Why she is active? Because she exercises daily. Both the parts are related, right? This can stand alone, but this green part needs this yellow part to be complete so that this because is justified here, right? Because she exercises daily. Sarah is active. Why she is active? Because she exercises daily. Then we have the third sentence. I was doing my homework when the bell rang. I was doing my homework is a complete sentence and does not need this when the bell rang. But when the bell rang, what was I doing? I was doing my homework. So here we have when. So this is the dependent clause. It is dependent on this. I was doing my homework. If it is not having this portion, this part is incomplete. Hence, it is a dependent clause. So I'm sure you understood the difference between the dependent and the independent clause. An independent clause does not need a dependent clause to be complete, while as a dependent clause is incomplete without an independent clause. Thank you. Have a good day.